What's going on, everybody? My name is Robert Costello and I'm the owner of Viking Creative Studios, which is a small photography company located in Northern Rhode Island. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the GVM Motion Slider. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so when we're talking about the GVM slider and we're using it indoors, in the studio we have three different things that we actually use this slider for. First of all is for interviews. Anytime we're filming an interview and we have that side angle, using a slider can give you a really professional look while giving motion to your shots. And because it's all motion controlled and automated, it's going to give you consistent results, and you can set it very easily to whatever speed you want, and you're not going to get any human error or any kind of shake or anything like that. It's going to be stable, it's pretty quiet, and it works great for conducting documentary interviews or anything like that. Okay, so number two, the second most thing that we use this thing for is for product reviews. Anytime we're reviewing a product, you need to get shots of that product. You need to get close-up shots, panning shots, macro shots, things like that. While you can do some of it with a tripod, using a motion slider instead will give you motion to your shots. You can combine it with a turntable or moving lighting, and it's going to give you a much higher end finish than just getting a static shot. Now, you can work around using a slider by doing it in 4K and just doing a digital zoom or digital dolly effect, but it's not going to show you different angles of the product, and you can tell the difference between using a slider and just moving the camera with 4K. So using a slider is going to give you the best results. It's going to give you something called the parallax effect, which is where the background and the actual foreground subject is going to be different and moving in opposite directions, and it's going to add a much higher look to your overall finished product, and it's going to add a ton of value into your product reviews. So that is something that we use this thing very frequently with, and it does an excellent job. Okay, and then the third but not last thing that we use this thing for frequently is live streaming. Now, usually we do a lot of live streams and photo shoots here on the channel. On Friday nights, I usually have a team here. We usually have an assistant, and we also have a camera operator. And while they make things easier, it can move the camera manually. If I'm alone, let's say I pick up a last minute shoot, or I just want to get some really good looking B-roll of the shot, or I want to live stream and I don't want the camera to be static, I can use this slider to give motion to the camera and make my live streams look fantastic. Adding motion to the camera, it makes it a little bit more appeasing for the viewers. They have a little bit more to look at. It adds that extra level of difficulty, and again, it's just making everything a little bit more high-end. Giving motion, it makes it a little bit more interesting so people don't swap off the view, off the live stream. They can go ahead and continue to watch, and it's going to look better than if the camera was just sitting simply on a tripod. So using this thing in the studio for live streaming, especially when I'm by myself, is fantastic because it gives the appearance that I have a camera operator there, when I can really set this and forget it and just program it how fast I want it to move, how much of a distance I want it to move, and I can just have it auto loop, and then I can just go about my business, not have to worry about it, and it's going to go ahead and automatically get me some recorded video or live streaming if I have it hooked up to a camera and we're broadcasting it out to all our viewers. So that is the third thing. That is actually one of the most recent things we've been doing with the slider, is the live streams, and I have to say it's probably taken over as the #1 thing we use it for. It just gives an unbelievable result, and the images that this thing can produce by simply just programming it and forgetting about it is just second to none. This slider actually has some pretty high-end values and features. It's made out of carbon fiber and aluminum, so it's really sturdy, but it's still lightweight. It has a LCD motion controller that you can program or control manually to set the slider to move and do whatever you want it to do. If you want to set an end point and a beginning point, or if you're just looking to grab a quick shot, you can control it manually using the controller. It is battery powered, so it's something you can take into the field. It has adjustable feet to be able to level out or put it in different positions. It works great for when we're actually outdoors and we're on a rock or something and it's not perfectly flat. You can adjust the feet to get it as level or positioned as possible to whatever you want. It does have a 1/4-20 with a 3/8 inch adapter, and it does have these side knobs that you can swivel back and forth to get the parallax effect or a panorama shot with the camera while it's all automated. So it's fantastic for using in a variety of situations. All right, everybody, that is the GVM Motion Slider and what we use it for in the studio. Hopefully it answers some of your questions that you guys might have if you're thinking about buying this. It is something we actually love. We do use this thing on a regular basis, so it works pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with the product itself. If you guys want to see some more applications that you can use this thing for, including being outdoors and run and gun filmmaking, you can go down in the description box below, click over on John's channel over at Deadland Steamworks. He just put up a video talking about the outdoor side of using a slider like this, and it pretty much covers the basis for a lot of different similar sliders. And hopefully you guys got some a little bit more information of what you can use it for indoors, because nowadays most people aren't buying sliders, they're buying gimbals. But sliders still have their uses, and they're fantastic if you're a YouTuber or a one-man crew. They can offer a ton of value for your videos. So everyone, thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything like you would paying for Netflix or Hulu. It does support the channel, helps us bring better content, and we're on that road to 1,000, so we're pretty close. So again, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, that's gonna be it. We'll see you guys in another video soon.